Let's start off with a story out of Georgetown. Starting today, boat rides along Georgetown's historic C&O Canal, I'll tell you why it's historic in a second, have returned after a 10-year hiatus and a multi-year restoration of the canal.
The first boat tours began back in 1971 when the C&O Canal became a National Historic Park. But in 2011, the last canal boat was damaged and could no longer operate.
Now, if you want to travel to Venice, but you got DC circulator money, this is your moment. Now, the canal was built in the mid-1800s, and the hour-long tours cost between $10 and $20. Fellas, that is potential cheap date alert. The people on this boat are not going to sing to your girl like the dude on the gondola in Italy, but this is still a very romantic night out. Just hope and pray that she doesn't get hungry, because dinner in Georgetown is the opposite of cheap. Now, normally, I wouldn't put my trust in a boat that relies on sticks, but they spent years getting this thing ready, so it's probably fine, at least for now. Plus, if anything happens, you could just hop out the side and climb back up to the Nike store or to Clyde's, as long as the tour includes the spot where the dockless bike was left back in 2018. I am all in, because living history is priceless, and the dockless bike for me is why it's historic. We're headed to Navy Yard for this next story, where a DC Reddit user captured video of a car driving on the sidewalk at night in Navy Yard. Now, this joker even used the crosswalk like a whole pedestrian, then had the nerve to use a turn signal. Don't get courteous now. Don't get courteous now. Lives have been in danger this whole car ride. But now all of a sudden you want to obey traffic laws. Now, it's too dark to see the tags, but where do you think this driver is from? Just out of curiosity. Any suggestions in the room? Anything? I'm getting a lot of Delaware. I'm doing an informal social media poll, so you guys send that in to me, because we're going to get to the bottom of this. This driver's blood alcohol level has to be at Hennessy. Even bad drivers aren't this bad. There has to be some kind of substance responsible for this. I refuse to believe that anybody this terrible got behind the wheel and did all of this on their own. Now, I picked this next story because technology is always full of surprises. Snap has introduced a new flying camera called Pixie, a mini drone that can take selfies and video for you. Now, how can anything be this cute and this creepy at the exact same time? Cutting edge tech and narcissism have officially converged. Pixie, by the way, is selling for about $230, which sounded expensive for a little camera before I remember that it can fly. I guess that's the deal when it comes to drone prices. The couple in the video, by the way, look like they're annoyed by the buzzing camera that's following them. Are people still using Snapchat? I didn't know about that. I never got on that. They must be, if the company is inventing transformer robots for their user base. Ross, you on Snapchat? That's a no from Ross. Let's take a trip to Arkansas for our last story. This sounds like satire, but unfortunately, this one's all too real. A Juneteenth soul food festival and market, and I put that in parentheses, in Little Rock, Arkansas has been canceled after a promotional image featuring a lineup of all-white featured hosts was leaked and was mocked relentlessly on social media. Now, Juneteenth has only been a federal holiday for 1 year, and folks already trying to gentrify it. Nobody's going to trust the soul food at this event. Just unseasoned chicken, potato salad with raisins. They went from Kool-Aid to kombucha. Look at Rex, Heather, and David. They just look like they just got through flipping properties in an up-and-coming neighborhood. I wouldn't invite any of them to the cookout, let alone let them host the whole cookout. Even if they mean well, ain't nobody gonna trust this event. This looks like a trap. Hotep Spider Sense is on high alert right now. This event is going to raise people's blood pressure more than that soul food would have. Black people of Arkansas, just go ahead and have your own barbecues so you won't end up invited to the one hosted by Tucker Carlson. My favorite story, it would have been the C&O Canal, but I couldn't get a photo of my bike. I blame you, producer Adam. You know better. So it's got to be unseasoned Juneteenth. Lift every voice and sing some Ed Sheeran songs. That poster looks like a dream deferred.